Welcome back to Softball Australia Nationals here for the 35s. This is women's game here from Blacktown, Diamond 1, where Tasmania taking on Queensland. And it's Queensland batting first. First batter is Ashley Pollson. And pitch is a ball on the inside. Look at the defensive lineup after this next pitch. Nice piece from Pollson. She hits it deep into the centre, right on the fence. Ashley makes her way to second, stands up tall for a up double. Nice way to open for the Queenslanders. Pollson ripped it out there. Had a hand up a little bit. Look of it. He hit just below the top of the fence. Andrew Holden strides up to the plate for her chance here. Called strike for the opening pitch. The pitcher for Tasmania, Woolley. Claudia Mateo, Kirsten Bell. Ready to deliver now. Holden has a swing at that one, knocks it down into foul territory. Second base is Leah Ebert. Third base, Amanda Torrington. Shortstop, Renee Ahern. Left fielder, Zoe Waterhouse. Pretty French is in centre field. And the fielder, Casey Goodman. Ground ball, straight to the shortstop, who gets the tag on the runner. And safe at first. Potential double play. It was great heads-up softball there by the shortstop for the Tasmanians. Picked it up beautifully and tagged out Pollson as she made her way past. Holden safe at second on the attempted double play. The plate, Erin West. Away from the catcher. Holden at a second. Hard hit ground ball once again, knocked down by the shortstop. Play at first, not in time. Shortstop called into action very quickly here for Tasmania. Bernardi's knocked it down, kept it in play, picked it up, fired it over the first. Leads to the heels for Erin West, sees her arrive safely at first base. Heavy hitter in the four-hole, Tracy Eddards. Takes a called strike. On the count here for Eddards. Puts that one up high. Field fly call. The runner had taken off the base. Realised the number of outs in Queensland. After a good start with the bat, leave runners on the bases. And West it was. It lit off on the hit. Caught short. Double play ends it for Tasmania. Queensland's scoreless. Look around the diamond at the Queensland team. For Holden. Put it in the circle. Aileen Retty. First base Cassie Stevens. Second base Nicole Vandergrant. Base Sasha. For today's game is Ashley Pollson. Fielder Teal McKell. Fielder Erin West and Amy Goodwill. Lead-off batter for Tasmania, Trudy French. Pitch. First pitch let go for a ball. Trudy. Again. Piece of that one fouls it away. There'll be no play on that as it hits the roof here. I'm a strike. And to the count here for Trudy French. Lead off batter for Tasmania, bottom of the first. It's away from the catcher. Going to the count. French get a piece of this. He does. She hits it into left field. Into fair territory. Just gets away from the left fielder who had a good attempt at it. It runs into foul territory. French rounds the bases. Hold up at third by the coach. The way to start for the Tasmanians. He gives herself a fist pump as she stands tall on third base. Great lead off from French. Brings up the next bat for the Tasmanians, Zoe Waterhouse. Game in the scheme of things here. Queensland currently on top of the table and Tasmania in third place. With a game in hand as well, having played 5 matches, 4 wins and 1 loss. Tasmania played the 4 games with 3 wins and a loss. Right tussle here. The table clash. Another nice piece just popped up into shallow left field. Left fielder attempts to catch, comes out of the glove, and lead batter scores in the form of Trudy French. Runner on second here. Tasmania jump out to a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. Queensland has come together. Two teams have faced each other. Clear Airbert as a swing and a miss at the opening pitch. fouled away. Hibbert lets one go low. Ball. Back into the box. Ready to hold on once again. On two here for Tasmania. Hibbert swings and a miss at that one. Back to the dugout she goes. First K2 for Holden. Brings up Enda Torrington. It opens up the swipe. Away from one on the inside. And won the count here for Torrington. And with a runner on second. The one out. Again, turns it back on that one. The inside. Little dribbler back to the pitcher. Holden picks it up, underarms it over to first base. Advances the runner there. On third. Burns steps up to the plate. With two out on third. Ball strike, being pitch. Good start here for Tasmania. On high. Keeps the hands. And the ball. Burns showing great patience there. Ball's one strike to count. Thorburn. Wings at one. Right at the top of the zone. Got the hands up in time. Into the count. We're out here on third base. It's a piece of it. Fouls it away. And it's enough of it to keep it in play. Back into the box. He's in the contest with two out. Convert this runner on third and get a safe hit. Puts it up high again onto the roof. Going deep into the count here, really making Holden throw many pitches as she can for the one that she can get into fair play. One in the dirt, and Thorburn makes way to first. No. Missed the count. Full count now, 3-2. Or started to make her way up the first baseline. By Greg Rusak calls it back. Bit too eager. Melanie. Nowhere set to go. 3 balls, 2 strike. Wings at one upstairs. That retires Tasmania, but they jump out to the 1-0 lead as we make our way into the top of the second. Queensland, or sharp they were with the bats. Error in base running cost them. Left some runners out on the bases. See what they can do here. Get a second chance. Top of the second.
First batter to start the second inning, number 1, Nicole Vandergrant.
Lead-off batter for Queensland. Nicole Vandergrant gets a solid piece of that one, drives it through the shortstop. Attempted a backhand stop there, but it kicked up away from Ahern. Vandergrant bring up Teal McKell.
Up to the plate now, number 8, Teal McKell.
Bunt there. Gus gets contact with it to foul it off, and Grant has to make a way back to first base. Nice punt from McKell. They go for the lead runner, not in time, and a safe hit with that bunt just down the line. Two runners on here for Queensland. Like we'll have a runner into the diamond for the Queenslanders. Bill McKell makes her way back to the dugout. Aileen Reddy steps up to the box and ready to hit. The bunt fed off. A little bit too high, and Retty put through to the catcher. Evens up the count, 1-1. Queensland beating ACT in the opening game this morning. Bats were on fire. You see Reddy put one into foul territory down the third baseline. Plenty of hits from the Queensland team. On first pitches, really their intent to hit out here. Aggressive batting team, the Queenslanders. Two runners on, Retty plate. And high outside the strike zone. And upstairs, and Retty just holds her hands back. Full count now. One in the dirt, ready. It's a base on balls, makes the way down to first base, loads them up for Queensland. Up the third base for the Queenslanders, Sasha Pucky.
Stepping up now, number 11, Sasha Parky.
The bases here for the Queenslanders. Up two. Pucky gets a piece of that one. Infield fly is the call. Second base takes the catch. Runners hold. One out now for Queensland. Loaded bases. Cassie Stevens. The plate. He can convert his base runners. Stevens takes a called strike for the opening pitch. Powerful hitter. Piece of one in the earlier match against the ACT lineup. Can do here. Good opportunity here to score some runs for the Queenslanders. A piece of it pops it up into foul territory just over the head of first base. Quite the contact she wanted. Nice solid piece to the shortstop who picks it up. Underarms it to second. The double play turn. Tasmania protect the lead. Yeah. Double play. Queensland leave the bases loaded. Go into the bottom of the second. Tasmania with a 1-run lead. They do second opportunity with the bat in hand. They'll convert these as best they can.
First off to bat for Tasmania, number 18, Renee Hearn.
Renee Hearn leads off here for Tasmania in the bottom of the second and takes a strike to open her account. Tasmanians with the 1-0 lead here. Hearn gets a piece of that one, fouls it away. Swing from Ahern, and that's the first out for Tasmania. She makes her way back to the dugout. Brings up Kirsten Bell.
Here at the plate now, number 10, Kirsten Bell.
Well, an 0-1 count. That one go by Rusak. There's ball. And up the count, 1-1. It's a piece of that one. Hits it into left field, who tucks underneath it nicely. Takes the catch. Still had a replacement player out there in left field. I'll try and find out who that is as we see the new batter at the plate, Claudia Mateo.
Here at the plate now, number 11, Claudia Mateo.
Away from the catcher. Mateo. No count. Two out here for Tasmania. One. Breaks up. On the inside there. And won the count. Big swing that time from Mateo. Mark for a K2. I had the count wrong. Just looked up the scoreboard and they indicated correct count. Here we go. 2-4. Mateo. That retires Tasmania. Queenslanders. They want to try and get some runs on the board here. Make your way into the top of the third.
Back to the top of the lineup for Queensland, number 12, Ashley
Lead off
Pollson.
batter here for the Queenslanders. Number 12, Ashley Pollson. End up double. First at bat was a cracking shot. One in the dirt there. On the inside again, Pollson out to a 2-0 count. Nice piece of that one, driven hard through the second base into centre field. Going to go to two, a little fumble out there, and Ashley back to back, stand-up doubles. Exactly what you want from your lead-off hitter. She gets the job done again. Runner in scoring position early here for the Queenslanders. Sandra Holden steps up to the plate for her second at bat.
Number 19, Sandra Holden.
Nice ground ball through the shortstop. Attempted bunt this time, fouls it away. Pollson has to return. Second, like a hit-run play there for the Queenslanders. to Barnett one right up high out of the strike zone. Couldn't get the bat to it. Like that, Holden is at an 0-2 count. Holden gets a piece of it, hits it on the ground to second base. They get the regulation out at 1, but advances Pollson to third. In batting there from Pollson.
Coming up to the plate now, number 42, Aaron West.
Now the centre fielder, Aaron West. Punch the line through the shortstop. Time around. It's her second opportunity facing Woolley. And low in the dirt, picked up beautifully by the catcher.
Tracy Edwards.
Line drive picked up beautifully by the shortstop. Looked to fire it over the first. But West had made her way back. A solid strike from Tracy Edwards. Fortunately for her, loved beautifully by the shortstop for Tasmania.
Up to the plate now, number 1, Nicole Vandergrant.
Brings Nicole Vandergrant to the plate. One driven straight into the glove of the third baseman, who takes a sharp catch, and that retires the Queenslanders, but they equaled up. We make our way to the bottom of the third to score 1-1. Tasmania now. Job to do with the bats in hand. In the match, seems very evenly poised here. Off batter for Tasmania, number 94, Casey Goodman.
First batter for Tasmania, number 94, Casey Goodman.
Goodman has a swing at that one for an 0-2 count. Grip just couldn't quite get the contact she was looking for. Goodman now. Just missing the outside corner. It was a nice pitch from Holden. And with nerves of steel. Change up a bit high. Took a bit of pace off that one. back to shortstop who comes in, attacks the ball. Nice reach at first base. Umpire Crow punches her out at first. That's nice out from the Queenslanders. Sharp pickup by the shortstop. Pollson. Over the one. Big stretch. Cassie Stevens gets the out. Lead-off hitter, Pretty French. Start off the match with a triple. The left field. Evens up the count 1-1. She tucked away from a ball on the inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Apologies. Now's that one right down into the batter's box. 2 here for French. Reaching for one on the outside. Didn't like the look of it when she did it. Looked straight down the baseline to the coach. Shook her head as she made her way back to the dugout. New hole hitter. Zoe Waterhouse.
Zoe Waterhouse.
And won the count here. Waterhouse. A left-handed hitter. Up double to left field. Up to the plate. We're out here for Tasmania. One just missing the outside. It was a nice pitch. Holden. Waterhouse couldn't be drawn into a swing. 2-2 the count. One she puts up. Ball's in a hole. Second base lost it there. She wasn't sure where it was. Then it fell in a very shallow center right. Shortstop had made a play. Just fell in between 3 fielders. The house makes the way to first, brings up Leah Ebert. Swings at the first one. Waterhouse is on her way to second, slides in safely. Play was on. And had come across in cover, couldn't quite get there in time. A runner in scoring position here with 2 out for Tasmania. Ebert at the plate. It's a piece of it, but fouled away. There'll be no play on that one. Struck out. First at bat. Faces an 0-2 count here. You dig away out of this one. Runner in scoring position. Fouls it away, stays in the contest. Nice rise ball. She got her hands up to it. Holden really pitching all around the zone, trying to draw the batters to the swing. A bit up to the task that time. Gone there, high and wide. Gets a piece of this one, pops it up. Pollson backing back onto the grass from the shortstop position. Pulled off the outfielder, took the catch, and ends the innings for Tasmania. Make our way into the top of the fourth. We 1-all. Big catch there to end the innings. Queenslanders. Lead-off hitter this inning for the Queenslanders is a replacement player into the game. This is the first chance in the batter's box. Charlie Munro.
The fourth inning, number
Place
22,
of the left fielder.
Charlie Munro.
A little bit high. Rusak. The ball. Again, by the strike zone, Munro holds her hands back. This 2-0 count. Piece of this one, pops it up. Shortstop backs out, loses it. Wind here at Blacktown doing strange things with the ball, and Munro airs around to second for a stand-up double. Way to start for the Queenslanders.
Batter up to the plate now, number 9, Kayleen Retty.
Lean Ready, the new batter for the Queenslanders. Lead-off hitter on second. Scoring position here. Puts a bunt down the third base line, picked up, fires it over to one for the out. The sack bunt gets the job done, advances Munro to third. Up Sasha Pucky.
Third batter for the Queensland side this inning, number 11, Sasha Parkey.
Bucky hits a hard hit ground ball down the third baseline. They check the runner, Munro. In the rundown, tagged out. Nice heads up softball there from Torrington. Munro caught in no man's land there. Just like that, it's 2 out here for the Queenslanders. They still have a runner out there.
At the plate now,
Form
number
of Pucky
13,
brings up Cassie Stevens. Stevens, hard hit ground ball, gets through the hot corner. Makes its way out to left field. Pucky out to second. And Stevens stands tall on first with that single. Back to the top of the lineup for Ashley Pollson with runners on 1 and 2.
Up to bat now,
Safe hits both at
number
bats.
12, Ashley Pollson.
Pollson now. No count. Thought about it. There's a little twist. He held the hands. The 2-0 count here for Queensland. 2 out, top of the fourth. Runners on 1 and 2. Tucks away from one, gets away from the catcher. The runners advance a base. Great opportunity here for Pollson. Hard hit ground ball. It's a fair hit. Call it foul. His return. Pollson. 3-1 count now. Was a hard hit ground ball. And for Ashley. Third base in foul territory. Gives the fight another day here. Gets a piece of that one. Solid line drive through the pivot. That'll score 2. Throw comes in and Pollson stands tall and proud on first base. Takes the high five from the coach. Puts the team ahead by 2. 3-1 lead now. With 2 out. Ashley Pollson, 3 trips to the plate, safe hits each time. 2 doubles and a single. The job done here, Pollson, as the leadoff hitter for Queensland. Standing performance in this match so far.
Plate now, number 19,
Brings up
Sandra Holden.
Andrew Holden. 2 out. And in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Mateo. Job there. Nice line drive, snatched out of the air by the second base fielder. A great catch, solid contact from the Queensland batter. That retires the Queenslanders, but not before they jump out to a 3-1 lead. Go away into the bottom of the fourth.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is just an announcement that the bar is now open. Just a reminder that there is to be no one under the age of 18 within the bar area.
Thorburn got her hands up to that one. Good contact to see if she can back it up here. On a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 now. On the inside for a ball. Full count here for Thorburn. On outside the strike zone, Thorburn makes her way down the first baseline. Is up Renee Ahern. Out here for Tasmania. We're on first.
Plate now, number 18, Renee Ahern.
Ahern swing and a miss. Big swing. Renee shrugs her shoulders. 0-2 the count here. Holden winning this one so far. Can Ahern dig away out of it? She does. She punches it on the ground of the shorty. Loses control as she went for the release. And couldn't get the job done that time. Couldn't dig it out of the glove. That deep in the pocket there for Pollson.
Into the batter's box now, number 10,
That
Kirsten Bell.
On 1 and 2 here for Tasmania. The one out. Pops it up for the first base to come in and take the catch. 2 out now for Tasmania. There's Stevens. Takes a hold of that one. Brings up the catcher for Tassie.
At plate now,
Claudia Mateo.
number 11, Claudia Mateo.
Struck out first trip to the plate. A big swing and a miss. One and 2 here. Runners on first and second. 2 out. Turns it back on that one. Called strike. And that's back-to-back K2s. Claudia Mateo. And again, Tasmania leave multiple runners on the base. Queensland head 3-1. We make our way into the top of the 5th.
Up to the plate to start the 5th inning, number 42, Erin West.
Bit off batter here for Queensland this inning. Free hole is Erin West with And with that 2-run lead, hard hit ground ball gets through a diving shortstop. Hearn couldn't get the glove there in time. And safe hit. Ooh. Just makes her way down the first baseline, brings up.
Box now, number 80. Tracy Edards.
Edards takes a strike there. And on first. Ground ball. Foul territory down the third baseline. 2 strikes. In the dirt. Mayo does well to grab that one, keep it in play. K2 there, sends Edards back to the dugout.
Into the box now, number 1, Nicole Vandergren.
Well, Vandergrant, new batter for the Queensland outfit. Gets a piece of that one, hits it high. Shortstop loses sight of it. They'll take the lead runner. Runner holds on the potential fly ball. Fell into fair territory. Hearn wasn't quite sure where it was, but when she picked it up, she cannoned it over to second base for the out. Bring up Charlie Munro for the Queenslanders.
Plate now, number 22, Charlie Munro.
Hit a stand-up double to 8 last innings. 2 out here for the Queenslanders. This time she punches it into foul territory. Powerful hitter Charlie Munro. Piece of this one, puts it up high. Right field comes around, takes the catch. The ball stays in the glove, which she pulls out and shows everyone she took the catch. It was a nice effort. Came out of the shade into the sun. Diving effort, the ball was deep in the glove. Well done. Macy Goodman. High fives all around as the Tasmanians come off. They know Queensland left some runners on deck there. And 2-run lead to the Queenslanders. Tasmania are up.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Softball Australia Over 35s Nationals. For those over 18 who are in need of a drink, the bar is now open. Bar is open until the end of today's games. No minors permitted in the bar area. We also have a merch stand open on the third base line. If you're interested in some cheap merch, head on down to the merch stand. Thank you.
Lead-off batter here for the Tasmanians is that player that made the out to end the Queensland innings, Casey Goodman.
Lead-off batter for Tasmania this inning, number 94, Casey Goodman.
On the count here for Casey, batting in the 9 hole for the Tasmanians. Last journey to the plate. Round out. First trip. Choppy swing at that one for a K2. Goodman back to the dugout. And back to the top of the lineup it is for the Tasmanians here. French up to the plate. Started the match. Lead-off hitter. Line up with a free base in left field. And struck out her second trip up. Big swing and a miss again from Trudy. I'll replicate that first at bat if she can here. She was trying to hold her hands out away from that one, but the bat was left up there. The ball found it. Just like that, Trudy faces an 0-2 count. We're going to miss another K2 for French. She's not happy with herself. That brings up Zoe Waterhouse.
Into the box, number 23, Zoe Waterhouse.
House gets a piece of that one, fouls it away. On the count here for Zoe. Piece of that one, fouls it away. No play for infielders there as it makes its way into the bar. One ball, 2 strikes to count here for Waterhouse. We're out for Tasmania. Who once again in the contest. Bringing a miss from Zoe. That'll retire the Tasmanians. Queensland take a 3-1 scoreline into the top of the 6th. Tasmania will need to keep them scoreless here. Maintain contact. We see Woolley make her way out to the circle once again. Allison pitching well here for the Tasmanians. Restricting Queenslanders to 3 runs. Beautifully.
Batter to start this 6th inning, number 8, Teal.
Lead-off batter here is number 9, Kayleen Retty. The Queenslanders.
Number 9, Kayleen Retty.
But he fouls that one away. We 0-2 count here. Pressure on Reddy. Lead pitch that time from Allison. Just a little bit too high, and Reddy could slip through to the catcher. Well outside the zone again, Reddy. And great patience in the box. Evens it up, 2-2. Ground ball, hit to the shortstop, loves it, gets the throw over to one in time for the out. O'Hearn gets the job done that time for the Tasmanians. Is Reddy back to the dugout, and stepping into the plate is Sasha
Plate
Pucky.
now, number 11, Sasha Parkey.
He looks at a high ball there. Well outside the strike zone. Very comfortably sees it off. No count here for Pucky. Reno. Hitters count. He'll have to look down the middle here, see what she can deliver. Pucky stands ready. And Woolley delivers. Pucky unfazed. Waits once again. On the inside, and Pucky makes her way down the first baseline. Ready to score here for the Queenslanders. One out, top of the 6th inning. Cassie Stevens.
Box now, number 13, Cassie Stevens.
A nice safe hit to left field. Ground out into a double play, the first trip to the plate. Let's see what she can bring here. Foul ball down third baseline. 1-1 the count. Out for Queensland with a runner on first. The pick off there, but Sasha Pucky was holding a space on first. He in the box and low. Mateo keeps it in play, holds the runner. Thumbs up from the first baseman for the fielding effort. Three balls, one strike here for Stevens. We're going to miss from Cassie this time. Woolley Strikes back. Full count. Steps out of the box. Pollson. It's a piece of that one. Shorten up the grip there. Should foul. Back net. Around. Yeah. Straight back to the pitcher. Woolley turns it for the double. In time. Double play for the Tasmanians. Hit back to Woolley in the pitching circle. She fired it off the second, and the throw over to one was right on the money. The Queenslanders turn it out in a double play. Make our way into the bottom of the sixth. They have the 2-run lead, 3-1. Now the Tasmanians have the door ajar. B. Holden, who will stay in the circle for the Queenslanders, pitching a beautiful game thus far. Restrict the Tasmanians. Sixth inning.
The lead-off for Tasmania this inning, number 6, Leah Ebert.
Leah Ebert leads off for the Tasmanians here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Piece of that one. Dead ball called. Pitch. Like the look of it, she had contact. Unfortunately, double hit while she was still in the box. Nice missing. On the count. Fouls that one away. Ebert getting contact, but just not into play. Ebert, solid line drive, unfortunately, again into foul territory, but he monstered that one. Ebert. The Heartbreakers, no return for that effort. It was an awesome shot from Ebert. See what you can do now. That one in the dirt from Holden. Holden there, recognising the power of that hit from Ebert. Move the ball around the zone. Will deliver anything here for her to get that contact again. That's a hard line drive. This time runs along the dirt, gets through the shortstop. The safe hit. Leah Ebert. Great start for the Tasmanians. Amanda Torrington steps up to the plate.
Number 14, Amanda Torrington.
The dribbler back to the pitch of the bunt. Sacrifice. by Torrington. Team batting sees Ebbett make a way out to second. Done for Torrington, brings up Thorburn. Thorburn batting the DP role here.
At the plate, number 25, Melanie Thorburn.
Big contact into left field, but foul territory. They've hit to the shortstop earlier at bat. Swings at one there. Holden took a little bit of the pace off. K2 Thorburn there. To the plate, Renee Ahern. It's a high pitch go, gets away from the catcher, and he's trying to make his way to third base.
The batter at the plate now, number 18, Renee Ahern.
Two out now for Tasmania with Ahern at the plate and a runner on third. Ahern, big swing at one there. And won the count. Another swing and a miss. Big shrug of the shoulders, deep breath by Renee. Ball 2 strikes to count here. So that one fouls it away. Battle remains here. Holden pitching beautifully for Queensland, restricting the hits for the Tasmanians, and Ahern has the job to do now with a runner on third. 2 out, and they trail by 2. It's a piece of that one, pops it up. Shortstop, Pollson calls everyone off, makes the catch to complete the innings. Tasmania leave a runner on third. That could be crucial here as we make our way into the top of the 7th. Queensland with that 2-run lead, 3-1. Now they have a chance to extend if they can. Tasmanians are eager to come out. We see Alison Woolley into the circle for the final inning. Girls in green file out behind her, ready to take Queensland here head on. Top of the 7th.
To the top of the lineup now for Queensland, number 12, Ashley Pollson.
The lady that ended the Tasmanian innings steps up to lead off here, Ash Pollson. Top of the lineup for the Queenslanders. Pollson has been on fire. The base hits every time at bat. Can she get on again here? Good performance here from Pollson in the field and in the batter's box. There's a big swing at that one, misses. Instructions from Coach Webber. And in the dirt. Directly in the box. Feel the need to move. The count now for Ashley. Jumps on that one. This is long into left field. And over. Ash Pollson on fire for the Queenslanders. The long bomb over the left field fence off the bat. It was sweet. And Pollson gets the high five from Coach Webber. And the girls come out to meet her at the plate. As I said, a dominant performance from Pollson. Led the team. Lead-off hitter. The job done again. A change in the pitching here. Wasn't much Woolley could do about that. It was a beautiful pitch and Pollson just timed it perfectly. Off the bat, never looked like missing. Like we have Trudy French coming into the circle. French completes the warm-up. It's set to go. Coming on, you can see just infield shrouded in shade, but in the pitching circle. And making its way through grandstand. Sunglasses are in play. And Sandra Holden steps up to bat for the Queenslanders after that home run from Pollson. Add to the tally if she can. Looks at a called strike. Holden. 1-2 count here for the Queenslanders. Ground ball hit hard into the third base, who fires it over. Safe is the call. Holden. Good set of wheels, makes it the first in time. It was a sharp pickup by the third base for Tasmania. And was on the job. Holden. Place makes her way down the first base line. Safe hit. Wait, Aaron West. Another hard hit. This time they look for the fielder's choice. Double play attempt. In time. Great job in the infield of Tasmania. They turned the double. It was a sharp play. Torrington. Hold of that one. Fired it to second base. Quick turn. The out at one. Up Tracy Edwards.
In the box now, number 80, Tracy Edwards.
On the inside, Edwards lets that one go. Makes it off, wasn't happy with that delivery. We'll look to bring it back in play here. Ball called. Pops that one up. First base comes off to take it in foul territory. Does so. That completes the innings for the Queenslanders. So Tasmania need to score runs here. Bottom of the 7th. Scoreline 4-1. And need 3 to tie. 4 to go ahead. Queenslanders. What are they going to have to say about that? Andrew Holden comes out to pitch her 7th inning before the Queenslanders. Kirsten Bell will lead off here for the Tasmanians.
Kirsten Bell.
At bottom of the 7th, now by 3. The count here for Bell. There's there from Holden. Bell makes her way down to first with the ball. Picks a base on balls to open up here for Tasmania. Bring up Claudia Mateo.
At the plate now, number 11, Claudia Mateo.
Now just gets a signal from the coach. As the opening pitch away. She's on a pair of K2s here, Mateo. You dig it out. Awesome runs here. The Tassie. We had a 3-run deficit. Little check swing from Mateo, and she has a triple of K2s as she makes her way back to the dugout. Brings up Casey Goodman.
Now batting number 94, Casey Goodman.
Reaches to the way. And she reaches for it. It'll come back to the fence. Was up with the on-deck batter. Wouldn't let that one go on the outside. All 2 strikes here for Casey. In on the outside. Ball by the pitcher. Good to go. Facing, Holden delivers. It's a piece of it, fouls it away. There'll be no play on that one. Goodman stays in the contest. Good fight here. Casey. Deep into the count. Goodman out here for Tassie. Trail by 3. That one hit hard along the ground at third base. Who gets it? Fires it over to 1 for the out. Justin Bell makes her way to second, so a runner in scoring position here.
Back to the top of the lineup now, number
Back
4,
to the top of the
Trudy
lineup for
French.
Trudy French. After a solid start to the game with a stand-up triple, a pair of K2s in the scorebook. Mania needed to dig deep here. Be the final out for Queensland. Gets a piece of it, fouls it away. There'll be no play for the catcher. French, a big choppy swing at 1 upstairs. And that is the final out of the match. Queensland take it out over Tasmania. 4 runs to 1. A gallant fight by the girls from Tassie. But the Queenslanders, led by Ashley Pollson, get the job done. Pollson batted sensationally for the Queenslanders and then backed it up in the field as well. That's my MVP for this game. Queenslanders take it out 4-1. I'll remain at the top of the table here in the 35s Women's National Championship from Blacktown International Sports Park. But the games continue right into the evening. The next game gets underway at 4:30. We'll see the home team of New South Wales take on the girls from Victoria.